Yes. You'll be out.
A serious and dramatic headline is circulating online, revealed the hidden phone call between Sowore and Kanu's lawyer before court drama. My people, this is a big one. It suggests a secret conversation, a behind-the-scenes plot, and a major drama in the ongoing trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But what is the truth? What is really happening? Let me break it down for you. Now, based on current reports, the specific hidden phone call from that headline is not yet publicly detailed. However, my people, this does not mean nothing is happening. In fact, the atmosphere around Kanu's case is filled with very serious allegations and dramatic events that make such a headline not just possible, but believable. Let me tell you what we know for sure. Just recently at the Supreme Court complex in Abuja, there was a moment of heightened emotion. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared to file fresh court processes, eyewitnesses reported that staff within the court premises trooped out to catch a glimpse of him. Some were even heard chanting Onyendu, a title of respect used by his supporters. Kanu, dressed in his signature white attire, remained composed, but his presence alone made the atmosphere electric. This shows the intense public interest and the tension surrounding every step of this case. Now, let's talk about the key person in that headline, Omoyele Sowore. What has he been saying? He has raised a very strong and troubling alarm. Sowore alleges that there is a secret plot within President Bola Tinubu's administration regarding Kanu's fate. He claims a high-level political conspiracy is in motion, aimed at securing either a death sentence or life imprisonment for the separatist leader. Listen to what he said. He alleged that this verdict was predetermined even before the court has finished its proceedings. He even drew a chilling parallel to a very dark period in our history, the 1995 execution of Kensaro Wiwa and the Ogoni 9 under the Abacha regime. This is a very heavy accusation, my people. Sowore is essentially saying that the trial is no longer about justice, but about fulfilling a prearranged plan. He is urging the public to remain vigilant. So, while the exact details of a phone call are not yet public, the context of these grave allegations from a prominent activist like Sowore makes the idea of behind-the-scenes discussions and strategies highly likely. And what about the court drama? There have been reports of mild drama during Kanu's court appearance on November 7th. Furthermore, in a recent update, the court has adjourned Kanu's trial to November 20th, 2025 for judgment. This is a crucial date, my people. Mark your calendars. The report also states that Kanu continues to demand that the judge reveal the law backing his trial, which shows the defensive strategy his legal team is employing. So, to connect the dots, we have a controversial headline, serious allegations of a secret plot from a human rights activist, a dramatic public appearance by Kanu, and a judgment date that is fast approaching. All of these ingredients are mixing together to create a pot of political and judicial soup that every Nigerian needs to pay attention to. This is more than just a court case. It is a test of our judiciary, a test of our democracy, and a moment that will be recorded in our history books. But my people, that is just the beginning of the gist. There is so much more to unpack. What does the government have to say about these allegations? What are the specific charges Kanu is facing? And how are his supporters reacting to all of these developments? In fact, one of the major points of drama in court has been Kanu's own demand. He has stood before the judge and asked a very simple but powerful question. What law is backing my trial? My people, this is a crucial point. He is essentially saying, show me the legal basis for why I am standing here in your court. This puts the prosecution on the spot and challenges the legitimacy of the entire process from his perspective. So, when we hear about a hidden phone call between Sowore and Kanu's lawyer, it makes you wonder, what could they be discussing? It is very possible they were sharing intelligence, comparing notes on the political climate, or strategizing on how to bring more public attention to what they see as a grave injustice. Both men are activists in their own right. and both have a deep interest in the outcome of this case. Sowore, as a human rights campaigner, sees Kanu's trial as a benchmark for the freedom of speech and association in Nigeria. For Kanu's lawyer, it is a direct legal battle to free his client. This brings me to a very important related talk. Why should every single Nigerian, regardless of where you are from or your political views, pay close attention to this case? My people, this case is not just about Nnamdi Kanu or the Southeast. It is about the principle of justice. It is about the rule of law. When the court process is accused of being predetermined, when there are allegations of secret plots from the highest levels of government, it affects all of us. If it can happen to one citizen, it can potentially happen to any other citizen. The strength of our democracy is judged by how we treat even those we disagree with the most. The government's position, on the other hand, is that Kanu's actions through his broadcast on Radio Biafra have threatened the national security and corporate existence of Nigeria. They see this as a treasonous offense that must be punished to serve as a deterrent to others who might want to break the country apart. This is their own very strong argument. So we have two powerful sides with very different truths. The court is now the arena where these truths will clash. But the question for you and I, the ordinary citizens, is this: will the final judgment be seen as just and fair, or will it be seen as politically motivated? The answer to that question will have a long-lasting impact on the peace and unity of this nation. My people, the gist is deep. We are watching history unfold before our very eyes. This is why you need to stay informed. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. The next part of this story is even more critical. We will look at the international perspective and what the future might hold after the judgment is delivered.